discussions in this show should not be construed as specific recommendations or investment advice. Always consult with your investment professional before making important investment decisions. Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Fixed insurance is offered through various independent insurance companies. Cambridge does not offer tax or legal advice.
Welcome to the SA Update. I'm your host, Mike Schuster. Each episode, we dive into meaningful conversations and timely topics designed to empower our communities and clients. From financial insights to real-life confidence, we're here to help you stay informed, inspired, and ready for what's next. Welcome to the SA Update. Today, my guest is Mary Berlie, the president of the Grand Island Area Economic Development Corporation and the Chamber of Commerce, as they have now combined here in Grand Island. Mary, welcome to our podcast.
Thanks for having me. Gosh, what a mouthful.
Yes, it is a mouthful. So what a successful combination. Let's start with that right now. It's been about a year since you've combined. Is that right?
It's been 9 months.
9
months. So Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development, we have walked these parallel paths of community development, capital investment, and business growth for decades and decades. And it was just time for our two organizations to come together, parallel paths, continue that process, but just share commonalities. So we are now a one-stop location for new business growth, talent attraction, and helping our existing businesses expand.
Yeah, and we serve in many communities here in Nebraska, or we have clients in many communities, and we see that when they're combined like this. So as being born and raised here, it was great to see you guys do that here in Grand Island, and really happy to see you appointed as the first president of both. So congratulations. I know I have a lot of little questions I can ask today, but the only thing I really wanted to talk about as it relates to our clients, and I call myself an amateur economist at times, is housing.
Sure.
And talk about the importance of housing as it comes to these local communities, to Grand Island and our whole area.
Yeah. So across Nebraska, Grand Island is not overly unique in our housing situation. But what is unique is Grand Island's approach to housing. And so we really have to drill that down, that there's no one-stop shop. There's no one answer for each community.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on that community's direction, growth, vision, and financial capacity. So Grand Island, every 5 years, we conduct a housing study. And that housing study just lays out a framework for how we should develop, who we should develop for, the price points, the demand, the supply, the existing housing stock, all of those elements that we just need to have in order to have a really educated guess on what we should do next. So in 2019 to 2024 was our last housing study. And in that time frame, it identified that we needed to build 1,300 new homes for our growing community.
Wow.
Grand Island built 1,244. We were darn close to our goal. And we were one of maybe just a handful of communities that even develop housing stock, and even to the point and to the level that our population demands.
Yeah.
This next housing study that we conducted from 2024 to 2025 to 2029 has identified that we need 1,500 new homes in the next 5-year time period.
Wow.
And so those can be single family detached. Those can be single family multifamily attached. It can just be in every range and every housing style. But what's important to note is that Grand Island is producing housing stock. It may not be at the scale or at the speed that our population is demanding, but we are growing, we are developing, and we are building.
Yeah, and you and your leadership team has developed a unique opportunity. Talk about that, how you're working with contractors to do that.
Yeah, so we were not in the business of housing until very, very recently. In 2021, we took advantage of an opportunity that the state of Nebraska passed called Rural Workforce Housing Funds. Each community has the ability to mold and develop their program however they want, however that fits their community needs. Grand Island, right now, we have $6.7 million.
Wow.
Yeah, we've really grown that program.
Yeah.
The way we operate it is we operate a 0% construction loan to the developer for 24 months or when the home sells.
Wow.
So that developer, they have that cash up front to help pay for those construction costs, help carry their loans if they have any, or whatever that development costs look like. And then that's a balloon payment back to our organization to then recycle and get back into other developers' hands.
And that is really unique. As like I said, our firm works statewide, and I have not seen that anywhere else. Also, one other thing too, this is an interesting subject to me is Dr. Ernie Goss from Creighton was one of my guests, and he talked about how do we solve the unemployment problem? And one of the areas he said was housing. So kudos to you and your leadership team on both organizations for tackling this. So anything else exciting going on right now through the EDC and the chamber that you would like to share with our viewers?
Oh man, it's it's different every single day. As we've gone to these kind of parallel partnerships and we're working alongside each other, we have Harvest Army coming up.
Oh yes, you do.
We'll have about 25,000 people come to our community in Line 3rd Street as we welcome about 197 entries.
Wow.
Down 3rd Street. So we often think, gosh, it's just a parade. It's just a feel good. I'm just going to get some free candy. But the economic impact of those types of events just has this insane ripple effect.
Statewide, obviously, you probably see bands from Scottsbluff to Omaha come here, correct?
We do. We see middle school, high school, college bands from every corner of the state. They come to Grand Island. We had one volunteer just very recently. He said, you know what? This is the Super Bowl of marching band parades. Like, darn right it is.
It's got to be for Grand Island too, because we're right in the middle of the state, which is exciting too. So, well, Mary, thank you for being a guest on our podcast. We've been wanting to have you for a while, and thank you for talking housing. That's definitely something that's near and dear to our economy too, because the economic impact of housing is really important. So thank you again. A great job what you're doing at the EDC and Chamber for us here.
Thanks, Mike.
Discussions in this show should not be construed as specific recommendations or investment advice. Always consult with your investment professional before making important investment decisions. Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA SIPC. Fixed insurance is offered through various independent insurance companies. Cambridge does not offer tax or legal advice.